I've had better, but not for free. If you play your cards right, I want to get man to go topless, get the ratings up. Oh, she's sniffing it. Just walking up this trail. That's slightly worrying. Good afternoon from Croatia. We are near Lake Sabasi, pronounced perfectly. We've got here, set up, had a quick walk down to the lake just to see what it's like. It's a bit deep, it's more of a reservoir we think, looking at it. So we will go and have a dip in it tomorrow, I think, because it's going to be a hot one again. Doesn't seem like there's too much around us. I mean, the site's in the middle of nowhere really. There's a few houses around, not really any shops. There's a little shop up the road, looks like an house, which we might take a journey to see if we've got any more beer. Foolishly, we're filled up with cheap booze, but I only had 4 cans of beer and everything's going to be shut tomorrow. Can I be asked to get up now? I don't know, because I'm sat here, feet up, listening to the Saturday results. So I don't know yet. We'll see how it goes, but tomorrow is going to be probably a bit better. We might get the bikes out, we might go for a swim in the lake / reservoir, we'll see. But we're in Croatia, we're settled, sun shining, and life is very good.
Because if I feel ill in the morning, I won't blame it on the cheap wine I'm drinking, or my 80s cocktails.
Hello. When you check in on this, say campsite, it's an air campsite.
Campsite air.
You get a complimentary welcome schnapps, homemade by the fella's father. It's, I think it's a peach brandy, I think he said. So he did tell me what you say as cheers. I forgot. It's been 10 minutes.
Did he give us the emergency number? That's so strong.
Get it down here.
No, you need to do it first. I can't neck that.
Down here. It's quite strong.
I'm going to do half of mine then.
It ain't that bad actually.
You're the one that drinks neat gin at 42% and neat whiskey and rum. I can't.
It's lovely and warming down your chest.
You mean it's burning, don't you?
Warming. It's warming.
It's a frigging free gift. It's because they couldn't sell it anywhere.
If you're wondering what them for, been absolutely bitten to death lately.
I'll put them on the table if you've got to use them. Or Stuart, you're going to have to finish mine. It's a really kind gesture of them, but there's absolutely no way.
It's a lovely kind gesture of you as well, thank you very much. You know what?
Do we need to go and take the little shot?
You know what? I've had better, but not for free. I'll go and take these glasses back now. Cheers, mate. Well, it is Sunday morning still, 20 to 12. Suns are blazing in Croatia by the lake, and there's hardly anybody here. It's a bit. It is strange when you've got all the facilities. There's a bar there, look.
There's a bar, there's a little park, there's those little inflatables.
Beach volleyball, and there's one family with 2 kids. And I think there was a supboard going somewhere, weren't there? With about 3 or 4 people on. Other than that, there's me and you, isn't there? There's a bloke over there fishing, I think. Or just up to no good, I'm not sure what he's doing. But yeah, what's going on, Croatia? Where are you? Where are you all hiding?
Or maybe there's lots of these, so actually they don't get busy.
Possibly. I think it's afternoon now. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It's been an hour since we spoke to you. Now, in that hour, a lot's changed. I had a little dip in the water.
I splashed my feet.
I told Manda how lovely it was. Man's going to put a swimming cosy on.
Yeah, I put my feet in it and it was lovely, and it's not that busy as we said.
God, it's quiet.
We're hoping it will still be quiet and we just have a little swim.
Yeah, we've only been gone 15 minutes, so it doesn't look like it's going to get busy down here at all, fingers crossed. So, because we're like the kind of wild cats, like, aren't we? Like, nothing's too much for us lately. We're going swimming in the lake because like, we swim like that.
Could also be because it's 31 degrees and it's boiling.
Yeah, and we have a nice cool lake.
Yeah.
You know what, it was
and
lovely.
I do have a hat with me, if anyone's wondering, and I will get it out soon.
Yeah.
But my head's okay at the moment.
If you play your cards wrong and get man to go topless, get the ratings up.
Oh my lord! I think we may lose any subscribers we already have, and if you're not subscribed, it doesn't cost a penny.
You may ask them for a bit, have you?
No, it doesn't cost you anything, and it means the world to us.
It actually does mean the world to us.
It does.
We have 234 at the moment.
Be 235.
By the time this goes out, we might be down to like 230. Come and join us in the lake.
Yeah, let's go have a swim.
Splish splash. Good afternoon.
Hello again.
Guess who's been swimming in the lake?
Yeah.
Stuart's learned how to swim still. I've done all right, I think.
You know what? He swam right out to the inflatables in the lake, which was really cool.
Yeah, you know what? They don't look very far out, but when you can't touch the floor, you ain't very good swimmer. I'm quite chuffed and proud of myself. Well, good evening.
Good evening.
And guess what we're up to?
Now, you will be forgiven for thinking that we are about to pour 2 glasses of cooking oil, because it does resemble some cooking oil. However,
that's the bottle of wine that I got from Lidl the other day. €2 for a 2 litre plastic bottle of white wine. I think we'll have that for €1.99.
can I just say, we do have 2 very nice bottles of wine in the van.
That cost $2.50.
No, I think one was like £5.
Yeah. So,
But no, look at the state of this. I mean, I'm not holding out much hope for what it tastes like, to be honest.
you've got to try these things out, man. Can you just have a look at our devil worshipping torches as well? They're citronella to keep the flies away. I'm getting eaten alive, they're not really working. Oh, she's sniffing it. That's what she said.
It's not a nasty taste. But it's not like a strong wine. It's not got a really nice, rich flavour. It's not making me gag, and that's actually quite good.
There you go again, with all the innuendos. Could you like to pour me one and I'll try it? So I think it's going to be fantastic. I mean, look at it. What's not to like about it, really? It does look like cooking oil, doesn't it?
It does look like a bottle of cooking oil. I'm sure my mum used to do chips in this when we were kids.
Yeah, it's not the greatest, is it? Let's
No.
face facts.
I mean, it hasn't made me feel sick though.
But what percentage is it? It's going to get us drunk, isn't it? Or kill us.
10.5.
What? 10.5? Oh, that'll be alright. I'll have a couple of them. Well, good morning. Does anybody else come into Lidl when I'm abroad and just spray herself for the testers? They're really nice.
We've actually been doing it for months now, so we've actually decided today that we are going to buy some Lidl perfume
Yeah.
and aftershave.
Because we're classy.
They smell really good, really
But
good.
we're also still going to come in and every time we do a shop use
Yeah.
this.
Absolutely.
Well, good morning from what is a bit overcast Croatia today. I'm on my own. I'm doing a solo trek. The reason for that is we're at some caves. I'll put the name of the caves on the screen somewhere around about here because I don't know what they're called. I've got a 10-minute trek up to the caves now. Apparently I'm doing this tour with 4 Polish people. I don't know if anybody else has turned up. I can't seem to see anybody just yet. So It's supposed to be big as well, this case. So you can come along and have a look. Just walking up this trail. That's slightly worrying. It's been a pleasure. Stuart doesn't like dragonflies, so that's great. I'm going to pass out. I've got 5 minutes until this tour starts. Oh my god. Somebody's having a laugh. Well, that was pretty spectacular. A little bit treacherous underfoot, to say the least. All the stairs inside are just carved out of the rock, and it's a little bit slippy. I nearly went a couple of times, so if you're a little unsteady on your feet, I won't recommend it. But oh god, stunning in there. And the girl who was doing the tour, she spoke really good English as well, which I know it does make a nice change when you're in a foreign country for speaking in English, but I can recommend it. And for €13 it cost, and with that €13 we get to spend a night on the car park, yeah, and they leave the toilets open if you stay on the car park, so we get to use the toilets as well. So all in all, not too bad. It wasn't really what we had planned when we woke up this morning, but I've got to say I enjoyed it. 8 degrees in there, so not too cold really. There used to be bats in there, but the bats have all gone to the other caves. There's about another 4 or 5 caves in this area that are not open to the public for that very reason. The bats all live in the other caves now because humans don't go in there, which means they tend not to go in that one because they don't like the noise, which is a shame really. You know what, we're in their territory, aren't we? But I've got to say I enjoyed it, and I'm back at my little sign, so that tells me I've got to turn right down here before the bears and the wolves get me. A lot of flies up here now. Get off. And there's a shepherd with his sheep and his goats. One of those shepherds was picking something off a tree down here. I'm going to be nosy and go and see what he was picking. That's where we're staying tonight. Maybe you can make Turtle out up on the top of that hill. And across to the left in those trees up on the hill is where I went in the caves earlier. Now I asked the girls at the cave place, technical term for it, about the walks around here, and I said, it might be a silly question, but are there any bears here? She said, no, just wolves. To which I thought she was joking, and I laughed, but she wasn't joking. But she did tell me I'd be okay because they're more scared of us than we are of them. If they hear us talking, they'll do one. And she did say they tend to stay in the higher ground. So as long as we don't go up there, it should be okay. Which is comforting. But not that comforting, because she also said there are venomous snakes. So be careful when you're treading. You'll know the ones that are venomous because they'll have a zigzag on the back. So obviously, me being me, I wore appropriate footwear to come on this walk. Good old rubber Berkeys. Right, where's this tree? That's the tree that the bloke was picking stuff off. Let's go and have a look, see what it is. Right. Looking for snakes, looking for snakes. And this is the tree. So what was he picking off here? Is it a hazelnut tree? I think it was this tree. No snakes, no snakes. Let me have another look around. Can't find any. Ah, that's what he was picking. These. I think these are nuts. Okay. Stuart the forager. I think I'm going to get back on the path where I'm less likely to get snaked. Well, I've googled it and they are indeed hazelnuts. Just took that one out of the shell and it says you can eat them straight off the tree. Now, we're a long way from anywhere. I think that'd be a bit foolish of me. So, let's grow a new hazelnut tree. There's a little viewpoint up here as well. So I'm risking it getting bit by a snake again, just for YouTube. Take you up there. We are going to be pretty isolated tonight, I think. There's one car left on the car park, and wouldn't you believe it, parked absolutely right next to us so they can stay in the shade of the van. But they're just coming back, so we will be on our own for the rest of the night, and it is about 6:30, I think. I don't imagine they get much crime around here because they've left a push bike there and there's another one over the other side. We've even got a playground. And just like that, we're the only ones here, and hopefully it's going to stay like that for the rest of the night because it is so peaceful, apart from a barking dog in the background. I think he's from the farm. Hopefully he'll be quiet. And it's just finishing off the last of our $1.99 white wine from Lidl. Good night everybody, see you in the morning. Well, we have a visitor already. To be fair, it was a Croatian couple, probably about my age, and they couldn't have been nicer. So proud of their country and how beautiful and green and lack of industry around this area, and they were quite happy to talk about it and tell me all about the country in broken English, and just telling me enjoy Croatia. You know what a lovely welcome, what a lovely welcome. Good evening. We left that place we stopped at up in the hills this morning to come to Zadar on the coast. It's supposed to be a really nice town. We scoped out a couple of sites before we got there, just on the edge of town. We've ended up on one now, I'll show it you. The town, we just couldn't park. There's no spaces big enough for us, and we had to sack it off in the end. It was getting a bit frustrating, so we've ended up on this site, spent all afternoon here. You know, to be fair, it has a little swimming pool. I had a bit of a swim in there myself, quite nice to be fair, but it's not the most glamorous of sights, and there was a lot of ants everywhere. So man's been sitting over by the pool area where there's no ants, or next to no ants. I've just been flicking them off my legs and having a couple of beers. But let me show you, because it's on the end of a factory, I guess you'd call it. It looks like they do marble tops, all kind of things like that. And it's like they've thought, you know what, we're near a tourist place 10 minutes up the road, let's just put a little bit of our land aside and make it into like a motorhome there, really, with a swimming pool. Strange, €30 for the night, which for this part of the world is very reasonable, to be fair. And it needs a bit of work tidying up in that lot, but you know what, peace and quiet, you really can't moan. And the owners, they come round this evening, collected the money, and they couldn't have been nicer. Lovely couple. So yeah, let me just show you. It ain't all glamorous now. It looks like a bloody breaker's yard and a building site, some of it had on. I've just taken a walk looking for some stinging nettles. If you know, you know. Follow us on TikTok, then you'll find out. Unfortunately, I can't seem to find any. Let me show you what we've got. See, it's not all glamour, is it? Look, this is a site just up here. The main road's 100 yards or so over there. And look, we both said when we were driving up here, again a bit of Moroccan vibes. If you watched any of our Moroccan videos, you'll know what we're talking about. If you haven't, why haven't you? Go back and look at them, very entertaining. Lovely, isn't it? This is the factory. Looks like they're building something extra on the end of it as well. Probably bloody hotel knowing them. The air is just at the back, as you can see from the sign. I mean, they've even got an old wrecked off boat up there as well. Let me just show you this. It looks like a scrapyard up here now. But there is an old Volkswagen Transport. I'm sure somebody'd want to come and save that. I sometimes forget that I'm in a foreign country and animals, snakes, spiders and whatnot could be about. And again, appropriate footwear. Oh look, got an old tractor. Well, they quite clearly work up here because there's all freshly chopped wood, so I think I better go before I get told off. There are CCTV cameras after all everywhere around here. We're not quite sure of our plans for tomorrow yet, whether we're going to go into Zadar or just bag it off. I'm leaving the decision up to Mand. Hopefully she'll make the right decision, whatever that may be. But as for now, this is the air, look. Oh look, it's literally, look, they've got a bit of land next to their factory. I mean, even the reception, look, the reception is literally the end of the factory. Looks like Man's going to go and test the showers out. I had one earlier actually, lovely and warm, but a bit rustic, to say the least. I mean, room over there, took there, look, the size of this bloody thing. See loads of them in Morocco as well. Go back and watch our videos. I mean, it really is Insta versus reality, innit? To be fair, I had a lovely half hour in there earlier, and that is your view. Good morning.
Good morning.
From a very, very sunny Croatia, and we've found civilization at last.
I think it's taken 6 days to find people.
We are in Zadar, pronounced perfectly, and it's a nice place so far. We've been here for about half hour, 45 minutes. Had a little walk through.
We've got an old town, and then it's on the coast, but it's not like you can go swimming in the water or anything, I don't think. You looked on the map, there was actually only one in Croatia.
Well, we've managed to find it, haven't we? So go see if we've got an alley.
Telling them to cross. I think we better cross.
I think we better. Yeah, we just stopped for a pit stop in this bar, and we spotted something on top of the fan over there. Praying mantis. What's he got?
He's very hot.
I'm getting hungry. He's gonna cut my leg. So we were walking up and we were wondering what all the noise was. And it looks like it's air.
Vibration on this one. You couldn't on that one. I couldn't on that one, but you put your hand on that, you can sort of feel it.
It must be a bit of tide, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, they're very tuned for. Oh, I can feel that on my feet, yeah.
Yeah. So you can feel it. Oh yeah, you can feel it on that one.
You know what? You wouldn't want to live in the flats here, would you?
Oh, take your shoe off and put your foot on that.
Nothing.
Can you not feel it?
No.
Well, maybe it's to do with the water coming in there, because I've got a right vibration on my foot. No, I can't feel it on that one.
You know what? It gets people here, gets them interesting, doesn't it? Makes it all round now,
I've
though.
got to say, it's not exactly the most pleasant sound at all. All the things they could put here to bring the tourists in. There's hundreds of them, look.
Well, that's a new one on us anyway.
Want to go across?
I don't think I want to, but it was quite good watching him come. Look, if you want to get
Look how
across,
wobbling it is.
it's €1.20 to get over to the other side of there on that little rowboat.
It even takes cards. I mean, look how much that is waddling. I'd be so convinced I was going to end up in the water.
I think we should go on it just for a laugh.
Do you want to? Get over there.
Oh, we do want to get in way, look. We've come on the rowboat, look.
Heavens above.
Our mate is going to row us over there.
Oh!
We've just been saying how choppy the sea was, and then we decided to go on a rowboat across this busy boat lane.
Oh my God.
You don't need a life vest. Our mate's a professional. Look. Oops, we might get wet. Well, it's been a pleasure having everybody. That boat's going to come straight at us. I mean, look how much he's going up and down like a bad, and we're on a little rowboat.
If he makes us splash even more, I'm going to have to sit on the floor. Could you put that in your pocket in case I have to hold on even tighter?
Okay, it's a bit rocky, isn't it? What are you doing? What you doing? Oh my God. You know what? I'm halfway over already. Fair play to the bloke. He's got customers waiting on the other side. Look.
How many people just get on it like us? They just want to look at
Probably everybody.
the side.
Oh, I'm just cladding on them big boats that come past. We'll go on that one next. If that's his own boat, he's making
Yeah,
good
it's
money.
got no overheads. It's literally going this way.
See this absolute beauty of a boat here. I mean, look at that. That is nice. Good evening.
Good evening.
We've come down to the waterfront. We've had a lovely day, really, haven't we? It's been nice round here. So we've decided to stop a bit later because there's nothing back at the campsite. So
We actually came down here for the sunset.
we missed it.
We missed it.
I went to the shop especially
We're classy, aren't we?
because I thought we'd have a drink and watch the sunset. And
The
yeah,
sunset.
bugger.
However, there is a very pretty sailboat out to sea.
There is, I don't know whether you can make it out very well, but
It's been there all day, but it just looks really pretty now. It's got its lights on, and there's so many people about. It really hasn't been that busy all day.
it's got a different vibe to the place on the evening.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably a better vibe. Yeah, better. It's, I think it's well worth coming to this place. We're glad we stopped around for an extra day, so
We should
hopefully,
have known it got really busy in the evening because all the shops are open till 10, like everything
yeah.
is open till 10 here. And we sat having a drink earlier, and the restaurant was putting out all the tables and the chairs and the seating mats and sweeping up, and it just seemed a bit weird because it was so quiet. There was like nobody about. We went off, we had a little wander, we've come back. We did the boat. Have you seen the boat? The rowing boat. By the time we came back, it's like a different place, and it's really pretty. It's
Yeah.
really pretty.
I mean, there's nowhere to sit down here really, so everybody's just sitting across the edge. And,
That's the one thing they have made the most of what they've got in this city, because it's full of Roman remains, and they're just sort of left a bit really. And it's got the most beautiful waterfront, and there's I mean, there are bars and restaurants on this part, but there's loads of it with nothing on it at all. Like I said, not a bench, not a cafe, not anything. It's really quite strange.
I'm sure we haven't really looked into it. I'm sure this is a real popular place, but I'm sure it could be even more popular. It's got a lot of room for improvement if they wanted to.
Yeah, they could really develop it, but maybe it's financial. We don't know, but.
And the airport's not far from here because obviously we've seen the planes coming in and out.
Yep, you
By the
can always
campsite,
count
so-
the windows on them, they're that low over the campsite.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just seems a little bit strange how, it's just missing those little things, like those benches, like little coffee sellers, like, it's not missing lucky men, no, they're here.
They've got little stalls on the seafront that sell corn on the cob. They roast corn on the cob. Other than that, no, there are no coffee bars or anything like that. If you ever do come to Croatia, pan, it's all right actually. It ain't too bad. A lot cheaper than the branded stuff that we have back home. So get on your pan. Bread.
I'm about to say, we haven't done Duolingo.
Oh, we're done Spanish here. Good afternoon to half naked Stuart.
And Stu's not really got any pants left.
Croatians don't mess about with their weddings. Well, that was a ball ache. Hey, Italia!
Italia!
Not racist at all the way I said that.